Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. If you haven't already, take the time to subscribe now because we've got some fantastic content lined up and I'd hate for you to miss out on any of it. If you're one of our regular subscribers, thank you very much for your continued support. And today we're going to be doing a short, sharp product review, this time on the Drunk Elephant A Passioni Retinol Cream. So before we start, this is not sponsored. I bought this with my own money, and the reason I did is a number of you guys have been saying, what retinol should I be using? What's a good retinol that you can recommend? And a lot actually have been saying, what is this product? Does it work? As with all Drunk Elephant products, it is quite up there in price. So for a full size one, this is the sample size, but for a full size of this, which will last you about 6 months, costs £70 here in the UK. In the US, that's about $100. So it is a pricey product. Certainly not for all budgets. So it's important that I try it out because I don't want you guys wasting your money on it before we've said yes, is it or isn't it approved. So 1% retinol. Retinol is one of the few ingredients that is clinically proven to reverse the signs of aging. So if you haven't got it in your routine and you're worried about photoaging from sun damage or age-related degeneration in the skin, you have to include retinol. It'll help with the fine lines, the wrinkles, the creases that we all get when we get older. It'll also help a little bit with pigmentation if that's something that you're concerned about, though of course you need to use it in conjunction with vitamin C to get the maximum impact off for that particular issue. But it's just an all-round fantastic product. Retinols have come a long way. So the original, which was isotretinoin, which is a Retin A, was the common brand name that everyone will have heard about, was in its original form, created a lot of irritation, dryness, peeling as you built up tolerance to the product. So it was a bit unpleasant to use at start. Results were fantastic, but unpleasant to use. This is part of a new generation of retinols that claim to cut down on the amount of irritation you're going to get, claim to cut down on the amount of redness and dryness that you're going to get, but still deliver the same fantastic results. I've been trying this out for 2 months, so I can give you my honest opinion of what I think and what some of the side effects are and go through that. I've done a whole video on retinol, which I'll link up there. So if you do want to know a little bit more about this wonder ingredient, definitely check that out because it's got some pros and cons, do's and don'ts, and which products might suit your particular skin type. So without further ado, Drunk Elephant. Well, to cut to the chase, this is a fantastic product. I am no lover of Drunk Elephant as a brand. I think they're overpriced for what ingredients they've got in there. I don't like some of their marketing. I think some of their products and things can be a bit gimmicky. And to be honest, I just think you can get dupes and cheaper elsewhere. However, that being said, this is a gorgeous product and a really good retinol. It's not for the faint-hearted, it's strong. So this is 1% and you really do feel it. So I'm used to using retinol. I usually use the Differin gel, which is adapalene, a form of vitamin A derivative, doing the same thing. I've been using that because my skin is particularly acneic and that's really good for acne-prone skin. However, and it's quite strong. So I thought transitioning onto this would be a breeze. No. This is strong. I used it every day from the outset, which I wouldn't recommend for people that are new to retinol, but if you're transitioning from one retinol to another, I think that's perfectly fine. However, I still got dryness, peeling, and some irritation and redness. So what I would say is whatever your retinol is that you're on at the moment, if you're transitioning to this product, use it every other day for the first couple of weeks to build up to it, because then you'll avoid that. I wish I'd done that, but that is testament to the strength of the product. And I do think if you're a regular retinol user, you can build up to some of the higher strengths and that's where you get the maximum effects and the maximum potency from it. I love this product. So the pros. Vegan. It's really difficult to get non-animal derived vitamin A products. This is a vegan formulation of vitamin A, so that is fantastic. I'm not a vegan, but I do always like to recommend vegan products where I can, because I'm a big believer in cruelty-free skincare, so things don't need to be tested on animals. I don't know why we're still insistent on doing that. I think we should all be cruelty-free. Similarly, I don't think we have to be using animal products when there are alternatives out there. So props to Drunk Elephant for doing that. And it's just as good. So sometimes I say stay away from some clean, natural skincare things because they don't work. This is a really good example of a vegan formulation which works. So there's no reason to use any other. If you want a vegan go for this. It's absolutely fantastic. Second pro, it works. So I think my skin has honestly never looked better has been when I've been using this product. The pigmentation, which I'll show you, I do get pigmentation here, is 50% disappeared. Now, some of that is I've been using a vitamin C and a ferulic acid. That's been really helping with that. But this, I think, has supercharged that and really helped to renew the skin and remove some of that pigmentation that's been plaguing me for quite a few years. It's just breakout pigmentation, and this has been absolutely fantastic for that. So I think that's really good. Love the packaging. I don't think you should be taken in by packaging necessarily, but I do love the packaging. I also really like, this is the tube that it comes in. I really like the fact it's got a tight seal on it, because retinol will degrade with access to oxygen and sunlight. So I like that it's not in glass, it's in things, so there's no access to sunlight, and it's got a tight lid on it, so there'll be no access to the oxygen. So I think that's really important when you're using a retinol, so that you're getting the full strength for the whole lifetime of the product, particularly one that's as expensive as this. So yeah, really enjoyed the packaging on this one. And I think, as far as some of the added ingredients go, another pro is that it does have a lot of natural plant extracts. It's got aloe in there and things that'll calm the skin to counteract some of the irritation that you do get with the retinol. So I do like that. I normally say with products, stay away from the added ingredients. You don't need them. They're not adding anything. In this, I think they are, because they're adding that extra bit of moisturization, which means that combined with the cream formulation, you're not going to get that severe drying and that irritation that you get with some other forms of gel forms of retinol. So I think for the strength, the irritation was minimal compared to the strength. So I like that. Cons: they don't do a weaker concentration. So if you are new to retinol, I would normally say start weak, build up. Start with a low frequency and increase it. You don't have the option to do that with this. It's 1% or nothing. So really, you need to start very infrequently, twice a week, applying a very small, less than pea-sized amount of this product, and build up your tolerance. As a result, it'll take you longer to see the results, to see the effects, because you're not getting the full hit straight away. Which I think is a shame, because I would have liked to have said to people, use the half strength, so use the 0.5 and do it 3 or 4 times a week and build up from there. But you don't have that option with this. It's a one-trick pony. It's 1% or nothing. Fantastic for regular retinol users like myself. More difficult to get into if you're new to retinol. I think if you're looking for a new to retinol, a gateway, there's some fantastic ones out there. Ren do a really good one. The Ordinary Gram-Active Retinoid is fantastic. I'll link it up there. But that's a really good product. I think you probably find it easier to start with one of them and then maybe build up to this. Another con is the price. I mean, £70, $100, that is a heck of a lot for a retinol. If you were to get Retin-A on prescription here in the UK, it's around £25, so that's about $35. I don't know obviously what the prescription charge over there in the US is, but if you were to get that on private prescription here in the UK, you're paying half the price for a similar product. You've got the added ingredients in here, obviously you've got the branding, but it is very expensive. I think it's worth it because it's worked for me. I do have the budget to spend on skincare, and I do spend it. One of my luxuries is skincare, so I will spend some free cash that I have on skincare. So for me, it was a no-brainer. I would repurchase this in a flash. But I think if you're on a budget and you don't have that money, I don't think you should be cutting other things out of your skincare to be able to afford this. You should look for cheaper alternative retinols, though this is fantastic. And I think another con for me is that the product will give you some sensitivity and some redness, some inflammation. And it does say on the back that it's formulated to ensure that doesn't happen. It's going to happen. It's a retinol. So my issue isn't with the fact it happens. I think my issue is with the marketing. I don't think you should be promising things you can't deliver, because that does give people a false sense of security with the product, or makes them think that their skin is odd. You know, you get a reaction, you haven't been warned that it's going to happen, and so you think there's a problem with your skin and the product and you discontinue the use. So I don't really like bold claims on products. I think you should be really honest with what any retinol, whatever strength, whatever frequency, you're going to get some dryness and you are going to get some peeling. That's just a fact of life with the ingredient. And I think they should be more honest about that up front. The Ordinary do on their website, and I'd like to see the same from Drunk Elephant. One final thing is, and I'm not going to be able to get it out of the box, I don't think, but you do get a free moisturiser here in the UK. So this one here is one of their Moisture Blast free samples, which actually goes quite a long way. I think that's a nice little touch. You definitely need to moisturise with and get the hydration back in the skin when you're using a retinol. So for me, I think that's a nice touch, and you do get it free. So that is the product. Would I use it? Again, absolutely. I'm going to keep buying this because I think it's absolutely fantastic. Do I think it's the only retinol on the market worth buying? Absolutely not. Buy for your budget. If you can't afford this, don't worry. You'll still get great results from other retinols. Check out my retinol video, which I've linked previously, and work out the ones that's right for your price point and your skin. If you can afford it and you want to splurge, this is a gorgeous product, and I would urge you to go out and buy it because it is genuinely really good and worked wonders for my skin. So guys, if there's any other products that you want us to try for you before you have to buy them, let us know in the comments below. We'll try anything out. We'll give you an honest and proper feedback on the product, whether we liked it, whether we hated it. We're not aligned to any brands, so there's no risk of us giving you a false review. So add it to the comments below and we'll get on and we'll review it for you. If you have the chance to try this, definitely do, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Give us a thumbs up to let us know that you really like these sort of product focused reviews, these quick wins, these quick reviews, and we'll keep churning out more of them for you. Until the next video, take care guys, bye.